Baskin-Robbins is the world's largest chain of ice cream specialty shops. Baskin-Robbins creates and markets innovative, premium hard scoop ice cream, a full range of beverages, and a delicious lineup of desserts, including custom ice cream cakes, providing quality and value to customers at more than 82 retail stores across Australia. We are here talking to Anand, who is Senior Financial Accountant from Baskin-Robbins, about their experience with ProSpend. So first question, Anand, when did you start with ProSpend and why did you choose us?
So we joined with ProSpend back in 2020. And the reason we joined a brand like ProSpend was we had a lot of our team that worked in the office and out in the field. We found our previous cash claim system very complex and hard to manage. So our aim with joining ProSpend, or Expense Manager as it was previously known, was to simplify the process, as we acknowledged many of the team were on the move and they didn't have ample time to actually do these tasks. Internally, it has also added a lot more control in the business, with the ability to track and raise purchase orders and also their approvals. It has also given all parties a lot of clarity and visibility on such a complex and streamlined process.
Oh, that's great. Well, that's great that we've made such a difference. What do you think is the main benefit that has been for your employees?
Well, the main benefit has been it's given them a greater understanding on the PO process by providing them more visibility and more clarity on the process. It has also reduced the amount of time for cash claims, the raising of the cash claims, and also the approval time and the time to actually get the money reimbursed to employees.
That's great. And as far as our organization, what do you think has been one of the advantages of working with ProSpend?
Well, the advantages are, well, as mentioned in the two questions before, those also build into the main advantage of ProSpend. However, we are also excited with the integrations that ProSpend have offered with many of their partners, more recently with their collaboration with Wise. This would remove the need for a cash claim system. It would further simplify the process for our team while allowing us to maintain a clear process and full visibility for the business.
Yes, that's great. Yeah, well, look, we're really looking forward to that collaboration with Wise as well.
Yeah.
So out of all the features, which do you think is the one that most people like?
Well, the one that it was very useful to our business was the flexible approval workflows that the software actually offers, and the timestamps for approvals. And this actually enhances accountability within the business. In addition, also the integration with MYOB Advanced, which is our accounting software. And this allows us to have a full audit trail and also enables us to quickly track transactions and details, including the supporting documents related to payments.
Yeah, that's great. That's really interesting that you make mention of the approval workflows. We do get a lot of really great comments about the benefits of our mobile app, but I have to tell you, as you've probably seen over the years, we have spent significant amount of effort in making sure that we can offer really flexible and customizable approval workflows.
Yeah.
So that's great to get that feedback, because we know it is a very key thing for bigger businesses to be able to manage and have visibility and accountability over the approval. So yeah, that's really great. Thanks for that.
And I think it's very important because we have a delegation of authority. We have those sort of things that are in our business. And it allows you to streamline different payments in different ways. So it goes to different people for approvals. And yeah, I think that really helps. And it helps the team as well to understand how the business actually works. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And the integration with MYOB Advanced, that's really good to know that that's a key thing as well, because MYOB Advanced was actually our first integration point with any ERP many years ago, but when we knew that we had to do an API integration to the finance platforms, we naturally looked at MYOB Advance as being our first because, you know, they were a local company, local Australian company, but they also had such a high percentage of the market as far as the mid-market is concerned. So that was a very key integration point for us. And we, you know, we've been very dedicated to just making that integration deeper and deeper, and we'll certainly be doing that with the payments platform, as we talked about a little bit earlier, about making sure that you not only are we able to manage that whole process for you, but making sure that it will land correctly in you know, your final you know, source of truth being your ERP.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So I guess you know, what our sort of, you know, final question was, you know, what's on the horizon for Baskin-Robbins? We'd love to know what you guys will be up to in the coming next year.
Well, as a business, I think the business will keep growing. We're looking at obviously expanding into new territories, and we'll see how that goes. But we're looking forward to utilizing some of your integration partners, such as Wise, which I mentioned earlier. And we would like to start also exploring the dashboards that Expense Manager do offer. And because these dashboards give us a lot of clarity on the expenses that are actually being processed. And I guess it'll add more value to stakeholders by also giving them true data which can be analyzed and assist us in ensuring we're making data-driven decisions, because I think that is the future. Making data-driven decisions will lead to further growth.
Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, exactly. Well, you know, you alluded before we, you know, as far as what's happening at our end, you know, we did recently change our name to ProSpend to reflect the evolution of our product. We started as an expense manager. We started as just an expense tool, but we've certainly evolved to a business spend management platform, which is what we call ourselves. And yes, we've now partnered up with Wise. Very excited about that, to bring out virtual cards. Virtual cards, I think we've certainly had great response to that. It does allow our customers to have the convenience, flexibility, and control of their spend in a truly digital environment, because that's how we work today, and it's how we pay today. You know, we do this digitally, so we're really excited that we're going to be able to offer that to as a client. And as I was talking about before, and we mentioned before, the payments platform will evolve to our clients being able to pay suppliers out of our platform, which is exciting, and really great to hear that feedback about the dashboards too. And you're absolutely right. You know, being able to get you know, visibility of data, you know, quickly and easily and at your fingertips really allows you know, the finance teams to be able to make really good decisions for their businesses. And we will be you know, expanding on that, not only just as in our own internal or customer facing dashboards, but you know, we're able to be integrating with other you know, third party reporting tools that you will have. So you know, watch out for this space.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, look, I really appreciate your time today. We do love working with innovative companies like Baskins, and we resonate and align with one of the principles that you have, and that's thrive and flow with change.
Yeah, no, that's it. That's exactly. I mean, that's what has to happen, right? Change is happening, and I guess the last few years has shown us that nothing can be taken for granted. Things will keep changing, and we've got to adapt to the change, because that's the only way to survive in this modern market.
Yeah, no, that's great. Well, you know, we love working with you. We look forward to continuing to work with you and being one of your partners.
Yeah, definitely, and same. I mean, the feeling is mutual, and we're enjoying the relationship, and hope the relationship will keep flourishing. Yeah.
Thanks very much. Thanks very much for your time today.
Thank you so much.
Really appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.
We're now joined by Gaurav Sharma, who's Head of Finance and Commercials at Baskin-Robbins. Hi, Gaurav.
Hi, Sharon. Thank you for adding me to the invite and lovely to speak about ProSpend.
Thank you. I guess one of the things we wanted to sort of get a bit of an insight from you as in your new role, and sort of as the oversee of the finance area is how this has impacted your company and your team.
That's a very good question. Finance played a critical role in the turnaround of Baskin-Robbins operations. The project that started in mid of 2018, and after fixing a lot of organic and latent processes, we felt automation is the way to go. It was certainly justified by the costs involved, the manpower costs involved, and where we were in terms of tech within the company. It did start with digital signatures on documents, but clearly we were in need of an intelligent system which can evolve and go ahead and read invoices and match them and so on and so forth. So we started researching, and that's when Expense Manager at that time came out as a very viable solution. At that particular point of time, we had not thought how important it will become into the when it grows into the ecosystem, but it did. And how it did was that it came across as a very experienced system that was touching all the pain points that a finance team often faces. From a business user perspective, it was an ease of use. They were training modules. From an admin perspective, it was an ease of setup. Anyone who's worked in an ERP or a system setup where they understand users, roles, and so on can easily set it. And our accounts team was able to get into that system almost seamlessly. We moved on to that system in a very efficient manner. And then eventually when we faced difficult business environments, for example, during COVID and so on, it became a blessing in disguise because now we did not have any documents coming to Anand's table or my other accountant's table, which have been touched and so on. They were all scanned, read, and so on. There were also aspects in which errors like the same invoice being submitted and so on was getting picked, and invoices being received more than purchase orders were getting flagged. So for us, the system very quickly went beyond expense, and it became a good cost control environment, which was quite seamlessly tying up with our cost center, profit center approach and responsibility approach of approvers who were built into the system. And quite aptly now, Expense Manager has become ProSpend. But for us, it was a ProSpend almost 1 year into the system.
That's a lovely line, and that absolutely reinforces our new name. We actually now allude to our clients as pro CFOs.
Wow, I will not restricted to that, but yes, it is there, and I think there's a lot more that can be done in the system.
Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, it's interesting you mentioned about COVID. Companies that had already taken us up were absolutely COVID ready, and it was as you said, a blessing to have that in place. But of course, that was a bit of a tipping point for a lot of CFOs to take up cloud automation, because it just made sense, didn't it? We're delighted to have you as a customer, and we'll be continuing to bring out new modules, virtual cards plus payments, and more. So we'll be happy to continue to offer those advantages to your organization.
Sounds very exciting and promising.
Thank you. Watch this space.
Of course, will do.
Thanks very much, both Gaurav and Anand. We really appreciate your time today.
Thank you so much, Sharon.
No worries.
Thank you.